Hi guys, I hope you're having a beautiful week. I just want to share something with you that came to me yesterday when I had a conversation with a friend. And you know how when you start speaking about something, it becomes more clear and it becomes more with the right words, so you can explain it quite well. But sometimes we store information in our brains which just stays there, and we want to use it, but it's not the right time. And sometimes we try to use it, but we're stuck. We don't know how to explain it. So what I want to talk about is, and how the conversation started yesterday, it was about the consciousness of the humans. How can we use it to the full potential? We don't know. We're still learning, but I believe we're shifting to the 5-dimensional beings, which mean the unconditional love and connection with the divine. That's how I personally see it and feel it. But the interesting part is, because my friend asked me, so how can you reprogram somebody? Or how can, more likely, somebody reprogram themselves by changing old patterns? And I said to her, well, it's the thinking, the acting, and the feeling. You always act from a past experience. And at the age of 35, you're formed already as a human with all your emotions, with all your actions, and with all your thinking. So whatever happens from age of 35, you're going to repeat that in different situations, but you repeat the emotion, you repeat the way of thinking, because you are already created as a person. So a lot of people act in a way they don't want to act. A lot of people think bad thoughts, negative thoughts, and live in misery. They don't want to, but they don't know how to break the cycle. So that's where all came to me. I listened to Deepak Chopra meditation, and he talks about the observer of yourself. So what came to me yesterday was when my friend asked me, so how do you break that cycle? How do you become the new you? How do you plant new thoughts? And how do you snap out of a situation and get to a different situation which is chosen by you? So basically you create the new person that you want to be. Let's say you yell sometimes, you get angry when you're stuck in traffic. You want to break that habit. So, for example, you sit in the car, you're driving it, the traffic is there, and you start yelling. At that very moment, if you can become the observer of yourself, this is the first step. You know what you're doing, okay? You're observing. You're going to observe many situations of your life, everyday life, whether it's the traffic, whether it's yelling at your boss and losing temper, whether it's repeating yourself in front of friends and not changing something, but something that observer in your subconscious tells you, go do something else. You can break it now, because you're not going to be happy after that. You're going to be exhausted, and your day goes in a different way when you start with yelling, negativity, and more negative thoughts coming to you. So how to get out of it? So imagine you're in that car and you're stuck in traffic. The observer tells you, watch out. Watch out. If you can become the observer of yourself and then become the observer of yourself, I believe this is the consciousness. So you've got 3 processes. You've got yourself, the observer, and the observer of yourself, which this consciousness can change anything, because I believe this is the divine. You are one with the divine and one with the universe. And from that place, you are a 5th-dimensional being who can create anything. So you send a signal to the observer and to yourself. And when you get it, start communicating with that consciousness, the precious divine consciousness, there is no way you cannot hold your destiny in your hand. That's the moment when you start changing patterns. This is when you snap out of a moment, and even before you say, oh, I'm angry, it comes because he communicated to you, but you created space for that communication. And I truly believe through meditation and letting go of everything, and doing the pineal gland meditation, when you release your energy and shift it from the bottom three chakras to your brain, you can get to the consciousness and learn more about yourself. When that happens, and I'm saying it only because I've been practicing it, and I've been practicing breaking patterns. I catch myself before I'm going to do something and I say no, and I change it. It takes time to get to that point. First, you're just going to be waking up to what you do. Second, you're going to be observing more and more. And third, you're going to connect to the consciousness of the observer's observer of yourself. And then the button can be pushed and you can just sit like you come out of your body. It's an out-of-body experience in a way. Then you're going to be doing the change of behavior, the change of act, the change of think, the change of feelings. Because emotions can be on your way many times. The same with the thinking, the same with reacting. We need to stop reacting. We need to start acting. So that's my conclusion. That's where I came up to yesterday. And I think it's absolutely beautiful. And if it could be of any help to you guys, I hope you can practice it. I wish you all the best and have an absolutely beautiful day.